Welcome to the 1 to 99 Firemaking Guide. Today you're going to learn everything about the firemaking skill, including the fastest route to 99 firemaking, the most profitable route to 99 firemaking, the fastest free-to-play route to 99 firemaking, and every viable alternative method to training the firemaking skill. And if you happen to need any other 99 skilling guides, check out the 99 skilling guide playlist on the channel. And before we jump into the guide, let's talk about the quests. The quests that give firemaking experience are very few, and almost all require some previous firemaking experience or decent stats in other skills. The Giant Dwarf gives 1.5k experience, requiring 16 firemaking, 12 crafting, 33 magic, and 14 thieving. Hero's Quest is the only quest for experience that doesn't have a firemaking requirement, but it only gives 1,575 experience and requires 55 quest points, 53 cooking, 53 fishing, 25 herb lore, and 50 mining. Enlightened Journey gives 4,000 experience, requiring 20 firemaking, 20 quest points, 30 farming, and 36 crafting. Inakra's Lament gives 7,000 firemaking experience, but requires 45 firemaking, 50 crafting, 43 prayer, 93 magic, and 45 mining. And lastly, for 40,000 firemaking experience, Making Friends with My Arm requires 66 firemaking, 35 construction, 72 mining, and 68 agility. Did you know that there's a few Discord servers that are dedicated on giving GP out? One way players make a lot of GP without necessarily playing in game is by entering giveaways that usually occur on YouTube videos, streams, social media posts, or Discord servers. Here's an example of a giveaway-based Discord server that gives hundreds of millions of GP, if not billions of GP away weekly. Everything they do is completely free to enter, and they also track any Twitch streamers that have giveaway in their title and have a notifier for anyone who's interested in that type of content. I'll leave a link in the description for those of you guys who want to join and have a passive way to make some GP. A lot of these quests are not optimal for those of you guys who are starting your firemaking journey and don't have any other stats leveled up. But if you've held off on your firemaking grind, these may be a viable way to get some easy experience for quests you're going to have to do in the long term anyways. And with all that covered, let's hop into the fastest way to get 99 firemaking. Burning logs is one of the fastest ways to train firemaking. The best place to do this is at the eastern part of the Grand Exchange. The area has a lot of empty space, and the bank is only one tile away from an area where a log can be burned. When correctly timed, you can move to another square in between lighting the logs, which allows you to burn the logs in any formation. With fast enough banking and accurate clicks, it is possible to keep lighting the logs tick perfectly every 4 ticks. Having noted logs in the inventory and unnoting them at the banker is recommended over using the bank interface, as that will likely slow you down. An easier but a slower method is to simply burn logs in a row from east to west. The best place to do this is at Varrock. Use a Varrock teleport, light the logs from the fountain and bank at the Varrock West Bank. Alternatively, you can use a Camelot teleport and bank at Sears Village. From level 1 to 35 firemaking, use the cheapest firelighter you're able to do with normal logs. Logs burnt with the firelighter applied to them light successfully every time at the first attempt, and provide an additional 10 experience per log. The cheapest firelighter is currently the red firelighter as of writing this guide. This method will be 74,000 experience an hour, needing 449 logs until level 35, starting at level 1. From level 35 firemaking to 42, you'll do teak logs. Teak logs will be 138,000 experience an hour, needing 221 logs from 35 to 42. Level 42 to 45 will be Arctic pine logs, burning for 185,000 experience an hour. You'll need 128 of these logs to hit level 45. Once you're level 45, from 45 to 50, you'll be doing maple logs for 200,000 firemaking experience an hour, with a total of just 295 logs needed to hit level 50 from 45. After this level, the logs needed will increase drastically. For level 50 to 60, you'll do mahogany logs. This will be 233,000 firemaking experience an hour, and you'll need 1,095 logs to reach level 60, at which you'll move into yew logs for 300,000 firemaking experience. A nice jump of experience per hour, but also a huge jump of logs needed to hit the next milestone, with 4,626 yew logs needed until you're able to do magic logs at 75 firemaking. These magic logs will be 451,000 firemaking experience an hour, and you'll need a massive 13,614 logs to get to the last log, redwoods. From level 90 to 99 firemaking, redwood logs will be 519,000 experience an hour. You'll need a total of 21,966 redwood logs to finally get your 99. In total, this 99 will cost 29 to 30 million GP at the time of writing this guide. But what if you don't have 29 to 30 million GP laying around to spend on firemaking? and I highly suggest you do not spend that money unless you have a surplus of money in your bank, as you could be using that money towards gear and other more profitable methods, which will make this 29 to 30 million much more obtainable in the long run. Or what if you just wanted to make profit doing this skill? There's a way. Let's talk about the most profitable route to 99 firemaking. From level 1 to 50 firemaking, creating pyre logs is a relatively fast but click-intensive alternative to burning logs at lower levels. This is done by using sacred oil on logs, which will require the completion of the Shades of Morton quest. Pyre logs can be created at level 1 even if the logs will require a higher level to burn. Using sacred oil on logs does not have any in-game delay, and thus the creating speed is tied to your click speed. The actual experience per log is calculated based on the amount of oil in the vial that is being used. For example, using sacred oil with 4 doses on an oak log will result in 2 doses of oil being used and 16 experience being rewarded. Using the remaining 2 doses of oil will then reward you 10 more experience, since a vial containing 2 doses is being used. Because of this, when using full vials of oil, you can expect very high amounts of experience per log. These experience rates vary depending on your click speed and accuracy, but you can gain around 45,000 experience per hour with typical click speeds, including banking, and given that 1 pyre log is made per tick, it is possible to get much higher rates doing this method, but it realistically caps at around 65,000 experience per hour for the fastest sustainable click speeds. Next, subduing Wintertodt from level 50 firemaking onwards is a slower but more profitable and low effort alternative to burning logs. It also grants passive woodcutting experience from chopping the Bruma roots, and the Pyromancer outfit, which increases firemaking experience by 2.5%. The fastest way to gain firemaking experience from Wintertodt is to be on an official world, which is World 307, 309, 311, and 389, which have fast games that usually last around 4 minutes each. Light a brazier as soon as the round starts. Chop Bruma roots until you have a full inventory, and burn them in the brazier. Fix and relight the brazier if needed. Fletching the Bruma roots into kidlings is only recommended when you would not meet the 500 point mark for the extra experience gained at the end of the round. Otherwise, for maximal firemaking experience, Bruma roots should not be fletched into kidlings, as this significantly hampers experience rates. Having an ornate rejuvenation pool and the basic jewelry box in your player-owned house is strongly recommended, as you can teleport to your house after every round, use the pool to heal yourself, and quickly teleport back. Alternatively, you can teleport to the Ferox Enclave via a Ring of Dueling and restore your stats using the Pool of Refreshment, or teleport to the Eladina Statuette in Narda with a Desert Amulet 4. It is also very helpful to have the Hit Points Cape along with a Regen Bracelet to mitigate the damage dealt by the cold. With all these, and using the Redemption Prayer at high firemaking levels, it is very likely that you will not need any food to heal yourself. You can gain extra experience in between rounds by doing other activities during the downtime, such as burning logs, fletching darts, or making jugs of wine. Experience rates scale depending on your firemaking level. It takes around 600 rounds and 50 hours, assuming an average kill length of 4 minutes and a 60-second pause in between, to get from level 50 to level 99 firemaking if you fletch every log, and about 500 rounds in 40 hours if you do not, equaling to a 10-hour time save if you decide to not fletch any of the Bruma roots. Now, what about the free-to-play route to 99? Maybe you don't want to buy a bond because you're not playing too often and you still want to level up your stats? Or you just want to level up in free-to-play? The fastest firemaking experience is gained by burning the highest tier log available. The best place to do this tick perfectly is still in the eastern part of the Grand Exchange, just like I talked about earlier. You should have your noted logs in your inventory and use them on a banker while standing 2 steps away when banking for more logs. A log can be lit every 4 game ticks or 2.4 seconds, meaning a theoretical perfect rate of 1500 logs per hour can be burned. If you want an easier but slower method, simply burn the logs in a row from east to west. From level 1 to 15, burn normal logs for 59,000 XP an hour. From 15 to 30, burn oak logs for 89k XP an hour. 30 to 45, burn willow logs for 133k XP an hour. From 45 to 60, burn maple logs for 200k XP an hour. And here's where you have a choice. You can burn yew logs to 99, costing a total of 14 million GP, but it will gain you 300,000 experience an hour. Or you could stay with maple logs until 99, costing you 768k, but you'll be staying at your 200k XP per hour rate all the way until 99. And now, you're a master at the firemaking skill, and I'm going to toss one of you guys a little gift. 20,000 magic logs to help you on your 99 firemaking journey. Just like the video, leave your RuneScape name in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe. Also, click the screen right now to continue on your RuneScape mastery journey. I've got a guide for every 99 in old school RuneScape.